General Hospital opens its doors in Rajshahi. Rajshahi, the city of silk and mangoes, woke up to a new chapter in its story one bright morning. A chapter written not in ink, but in hope. The long-awaited Railway General Hospital officially opened its gleaming doors to the public, standing proudly near the rhythmic heartbeat of the railway tracks that have long connected this city to the rest of Bangladesh. For years, the people of Rajshahi whispered about this project, sometimes with doubt, sometimes with faith. The idea had been like a train delayed by endless stops, plans drafted, halted, redrawn. But today, as sunlight touched the hospital's glass facade and the green and white flag fluttered above it, there was no room for skepticism. The train had arrived. A hospital built on legacy. The story of the Railway General Hospital is more than just a new building. It is a continuation of the legacy of the Bangladesh Railway, one of the oldest and most enduring institutions in the country. Once upon a time, small dispensaries dotted the railway colonies, humble clinics that cared for workers who laid the very tracks that carried the nation forward. But over time, the needs of those workers, their families, and the surrounding communities grew beyond what those small dispensaries could handle. What began as a dream among railway officials and city planners, a proper hospital with modern facilities, open not only to railway employees, but to every citizen, slowly gathered steam. And now, that dream stands as a 6-story marvel, with shining corridors, digital systems, and the promise of a healthier Rajshahi. An opening like no other. The inauguration ceremony was not merely a ribbon-cutting event. It felt more like a celebration of life itself. As dawn broke, the streets near the hospital were alive with excitement. Schoolchildren waved miniature flags, the brass band from the local cadet college played spirited marches, and the air carried a mix of anticipation and pride. When the chief guest, the Honorable Minister of Railways, stepped up to the podium, applause rippled through the crowd. His words resonated beyond the microphones and banners. This hospital is more than bricks and mortar. It is a testament to our belief that every citizen, whether a railway worker or a resident of Rajshahi, deserves access to quality health care. His voice trembled slightly, not with weakness, but with emotion. Beside him stood doctors in crisp white coats, nurses in pastel uniforms, and engineers who had seen the project through storm and sunshine alike. As the ribbon was cut, a flock of pigeons soared into the sky, a symbol of peace, healing, and freedom. The hospital doors opened, and the first group of visitors stepped inside, eyes wide with wonder. A glimpse inside. Inside, the Railway General Hospital feels less like a public institution and more like a promise fulfilled. The lobby is bathed in soft light, with murals celebrating the history of Bangladesh railways, from steam engines puffing through golden fields to sleek modern locomotives symbolizing progress. Each floor tells its own story. The emergency department, equipped with state-of-the-art trauma care facilities, gleams with readiness. Its red signage glows softly, reassuringly. The pediatric ward bursts with color, cartoon murals, tiny beds, and gentle nurses who speak softly to calm the little ones. The maternity unit hums with quiet joy. Already, 2 newborns had made their entrance into the world within hours of opening. Their mothers, both residents of Pathia, were the first patients to experience the new hospital's care. Dr. Mahbuba Rahman, the chief medical officer, smiled as she watched her team move with quiet precision. "This hospital is built to serve," she said. "We are blending modern technology with compassionate care. Every life matters, that is our philosophy." The hospital's digital registration system reduces waiting times dramatically, while solar panels on the roof make it one of the most eco-friendly medical institutions in the region. In the age of climate awareness, this green initiative is more than symbolic, it's visionary. Stories of hope. Among the hundreds gathered that day was Abdul Karim, a retired railway signalman. His hands trembled as he leaned on his walking stick, but his eyes were bright. "I worked 35 years on the tracks," he said proudly. "I have seen accidents, seen men fall sick far from home. We used to wait for trains to Dhaka or Bigura just to get proper treatment. Today, I can walk to this hospital. That means everything. Nearby stood Rokia Begum, a young mother whose son suffers from chronic asthma. We used to travel hours to get to a doctor who understood his condition, she explained. Now, help is right here in Rajshahi. It feels like a blessing. Such stories echoed through the crowd, voices of gratitude, of relief, of a city finally catching its breath. Healing the city, empowering the future. The Railway General Hospital isn't just a medical facility, it's also a training ground for the next generation. Its partnership with Rajshahi Medical University ensures that medical students will gain hands-on experience, bridging the gap between theory and practice. There are plans for a nursing institute, research labs, and even a telemedicine center to reach rural areas. The hospital's design includes an open-air courtyard filled with native plants, a sanctuary for patients and staff alike. Healing doesn't happen only with medicine, said Dr. Mabuba. It happens with environment, with empathy, with community. In one corner of the courtyard, a plaque reads, "Dedicated to the railway workers of Bangladesh, the men and women who built the tracks that connect hearts and cities." The sound of trains and tomorrow. As the sun dipped behind the Padma River that evening, a soft whistle echoed from a passing train. The sound mingled with the hum of hospital generators and distant laughter of children playing nearby. It felt poetic, the railway and the hospital, side by side, both engines of life in their own way. One carries people to their destinations, the other helps them continue their journey of living. The lights of the Railway General Hospital glowed against the twilight, a beacon visible even from the tracks. Passengers looking out of train windows that night would see it shining and perhaps smile, knowing that somewhere in Rajshahi, healing had found a new home. A future on the right track. The opening of the Railway General Hospital is not just an event, it's a movement. It represents a renewed focus on regional development, on healthcare equity, and on the idea that progress must reach every corner of the nation. For Rajshahi, it's more than a new building. It's a symbol of belief in human dignity. The trains will continue to come and go, as they always have, but now they will pass by something that stands still, steadfast, luminous, and full of promise. And perhaps, years from now, when a new generation walks these halls or boards those trains, they'll remember this moment. The day when a city and its people realized that healing, like the railway,